isometric. So put yourself in a running position. So you're going to get crosstalk here. So this would be this can be a complete stability exercise, but it's isometric. So you're firing this glute stabilized on the wall, forces this leg to be engaged. Then you can superimpose. You need to activate. This will kind of help wake him up. Mm-hmm. Takes this leg and then you just reverse and do the opposite side. You get this leg work. If somebody can't control mobility, they can go back to a stability exercise. So this would be an example of a modified plantigrade exercise. So I have Matt facing the table. He's got his hands on the table, so even for extra stability. And he's working on concentric, eccentric, right hip abduction, up and out and back to try and bias the glutes. Longer lever will make it more difficult for him, but still having that balance point with his hand might help him not cheat so much. That would be an example of a cheat. So he's going to hike hip. It's a nice quadratus lumborum exercise. That's not what we're after. There's another cheat. He's getting a lean. So if you have a band like that, you can also do resisted kicking. So if you want to keep one hand on for optional side support, do a little bit of a flex knee, so you got an activated balance leg, and then just do a forward kick, so a flexion, and back, then repeated flexion. And he can take away his hand support if he's able. Okay. Go back to optional side support. Now come back and do abduction with a little bit of bias. Yep, so you get a little bit of extension bias. Again, don't arch your back too much. There you go. And then can you do a straight extension kick? There's a band getting just about too long for this. He's getting quite a bit of lumbar extension. That's some balance exercise. So some variations of things we can have Matt work on to get some more recruitment. So it's a step out, in, and then you can just switch which leg is leading. So right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. And again, that switch in between can be hard because you have to get another weight shift. So if you want to do a bunch to one side, then switch back to the other side. Okay. Now, if you do true lateral sidestepping, stay down in that kind of ready position. Keep your knees out the whole time, so there's always tension on the band. Yep, there you go. Now Matt's doing a little bit of a trunk lean, so he's got to keep himself upright. So I caught you on that one time. So here they typically lean. You know, they do like this. There you go. That would be bad because you're going to do a Trendelenburg while you're doing it. So you have to stay silent above. It's more controlled. Now can you do forward progression? Keep your feet out the whole time. So this is a true monster walk. And then reach back. So now he's getting. What happens is you got to pay attention to feet. Feel how you just automatically externally rotated. So can you keep your feet? There you go. Keep your arches activated. Now you get a little bit of internal rotation in your knee now. Making it too hard for you. That's your limited dorsiflexion. So people with tight heel cords will externally rotate their hip and take away some of the ability. Longer lever. makes it harder. Okay, now I'm going to have you put that band all the way down around your balls of your feet. With that around your toes like that, it's going to create an internal rotation moment on your whole hips. You got to keep yourself engaged at your ankles while you're doing that, and don't let your foot change position. Now again, try not to lean. Stay on. There you go. So it's got to be concentric and then eccentric for that other leg. Concentric, eccentric for the other leg. And he's concentrating. So just changing the lever just a little bit really heightens the load and the level of difficulty for the patient. I could make this more challenging to you. We could be playing catch while you're stepping. We could be having you hold a plyo ball and do some other action. I've done this with athletes where I throw a volleyball at them and they have to bump while they're squatting. So we start to incorporate dual task of sport specificity on top of motor control activity for the lower extremity. Okay, so we get just single leg balance here, and then I'm just going to perturbate you by pulling your knee in different directions. Let me get this off the patella pedal. There we go. So now he's just working on an isometric hold in a partial squat. If I go too fast, I'll give him time to recover. Pull him over. So this is like one band and one finger of resistance, and I'm making him work.